Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of A Link to the Past. So in the last episode, at the very end of the episode, I showed you how to get to the Dark World through a portal that was in the Lost Woods. Right now we are in the Village of Outcasts, and I'm going to get a few things here and shoot this guy. I didn't even know he was a thief, but I forgot that thieves look different than they do. I mean, they look different in the Dark World than they do in the Light World, since everybody's basically turned into an animal. But anyway, there's specific buildings I'm looking for that have a bunch of rupees in, and it's just nice to have just in case you need them. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that I actually got the upgrade for this game on the Wii U channel. So, instead of playing it on the Wii channel like I've been doing, I started a new game on my Wii U download. And I made it all the way. Like, I played the game completely over again, and now I am at the point where I was before, and I think I have the same amount of heart pieces and everything that I had before, so nothing's really changed too much. But I did change my name to J Panda, since that's what my YouTube name is. I thought I might as well go ahead and use my YouTube name, so that part is different. But overall, I absolutely love the gameplay on the Wii U a lot better than I liked doing it on the Wii channel, because since I had the download on the Wii channel, and you know, originally, like, I had this game downloaded on the Wii because I got this as a Club Nintendo reward. And at the time, I think I only had a Wii, but anyway, when I played it on there, I had to use the classic controller, and the classic controller really sucked. The controller stuck a lot, and it was very jerky, but the gamepad is so much smoother, and it's so much easier to control. Anyway, head through here, and you will find a piece of heart. So we do get another heart piece in this episode, and I think this is the only piece of heart I'm going to get in this episode, because there's a few other things I want to get too, you know, just to get them out of the way. And a lot of this stuff, I'm pretty sure it's optional, it's not required, but I'm going to go ahead and get it anyway, since it'll probably aid us on our journey a good bit. So you want to head through here. Now this is the cemetery in the Dark World, in case you didn't know where this is. It's called the Ghostly Garden, I think. I'm pretty sure it's called the Ghostly Garden. But anyway, it's the equivalent of the cemetery in the Light World. I'm trying to get rid of this stupid ghost. It keeps sucking on my life here. Now with this, you have to stand to the side, and then you have to move your controller upward to run into that stone, because if you don't, then you'll be tugging on the stone, and that's not what you want. In this chest is the magic cape. You will turn invisible when you wear it. And we are actually going to use this magic cape here in a little bit for another item that we are going to get. So this is awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot. Okay, there. I used my magic flute to have the bird bring me over to Death Mountain. Now that you're at Death Mountain, you want to go to the Dark World. And let's see what this person says. Wow, your shape didn't change. You got the moon pearl, huh? I always wonder if that person is kicking another person around. I mean, that would be kind of sad if they were. You know, like they're a bully or something. But anyway, there's a bunch of spikes in the ground, and they are sharp and deadly. You want to use your magic cape to turn invisible, and I guess, like, I'm assuming that it'll give you invincibility or whatever. Like, it'll make you invincible as well as invisible. But anyway, it takes all your magic power away from you, so we have no way to get back. And what you'll have to do, though, you'll just have to save and quit, and then, you know, get back into the game. But anyway, you get the Cane of Berna. So this cane, it'll shoot light out, and I think it'll make it easier for you to do stuff, like kill enemies and stuff, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I'm going to go into the magic shop over here at the witch's house, because I really desperately need something. I'm emptying one of my jars here because I need to get some blue potion, and I'm also, I mean, because I've been using my magic a lot lately, so I think it's important to have a potion that can cure both life and magic. But anyway, I don't want to use it now, though, since my life is completely up. I have an idea, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to release this fairy and not pick it up. And then I'm going to get some green potion. I am going to go ahead and use that green potion, and I'm going to try to catch the fairy again. So this is a Zelda hack, guys. Oh my gosh, it worked. Zelda hack. Awesome. That was totally awesome. So, now that I've done that, there is one more thing that I'm going to do before we go to the dungeon. I know I'm covering a lot of stuff in this episode. It's just I want to get it out of the way now. And this is the stuff that I know about. I mean, I'm sure there's more heart pieces and stuff to do, but I'm not concerned about that right now. You want to go over here. This is where, like, the entrance to the sand palace, desert palace, I mean. The desert palace was over here, but that was the dark world. But anyway, go back to the light world and you will be up here, where you will first get out your good old book of Mudra, and you will get the Bombos medallion. And this is pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty awesome. Basically, this medallion will let you set off pretty fireworks that will destroy all the enemies around you. It's an entirely optional medallion. You don't have to get it, but it's probably like the most powerful medallion in the game. So that's what we need. Anyway, this is where the swamp palace is. This is the next dungeon. But we can't do anything yet because we need to do something in the light world first. So, you know, this is the same area in the light world, you know, where we got that piece of heart from draining the water. Well, we need to go back in and we need to drain the water again, and you'll see why here in a minute. I just want to get a fairy from this anti-fairy first, and it's not working out for me right now. Come on, dude, turn good. Come on. Okay, there we go. And I totally wasted half of my magic power, but that's okay because I don't really need it too much. So I'm totally good here. But what you want to do now is go back to the dark world, and yes, you have to do it on the same screen, because if you don't, you will have to go back and do that whole thing again, because it'll reset and stuff. And I think I learned that the hard way the first time I played this. J Panda, it is I, Shasharala. And yeah, basically Sasharla, or whatever his name is, he said he's basically giving you a hint on what you need to do to be able to navigate this palace. And see, we had to have the water level raised here because that ladder would only, like, it was a short ladder and you could only reach it when the water level's higher. Now this is actually a pretty easy dungeon. I also remember a lot of it too. And what you want to do, you lift this skull and get a key. This is what happens in a lot of this dungeon, and you'll also find that a lot of these rooms are very similar to each other. They're almost identical. So, and yeah, here's another key right here. So see, this part's pretty easy. And there's also a lot of places in this dungeon, or in this palace, I mean, where you really don't need to go in those rooms. Like, see, there's a crack in the wall right there, but you don't really need to go in there. So, you know, I'm not going to go in the room unless it has a purpose, because that just takes up a bunch of time. So here we go, we're going to raise the water level here. This is very similar to how the water temple worked in Ocarina of Time, and I think that the Ocarina of Time water temple was a lot harder though, because I remember when the very first time that I played that one, oh my gosh, like I got completely confused. Anyway, right there is the treasure chest where we will be getting the item. So that's the room that we'll be going to after we get the big key here. But yeah, the Ocarina of Time water temple, it took me forever to figure out where I needed to go, and I kept getting really confused about, you know, which room was which and all of that. You know, since it was just very confusing, and you had to change the water levels and stuff a lot. But now that we have a small key, we're going to go back out here and not get hit by a bunch of fishies. It took me a while to realize what those were, but yes, they are fish. And in here we want to flip this switch so that we can get over there and raise the water level again. And after you raise the water level, you want to bring it back. I mean, you want to turn the switch so that the blue is up again, and you'll see why in a minute, because we're going to have the blue switches back up because there's another door that we need to get in. So it's best to just go ahead and do that now, obviously. And let's see, I'm in the wrong room. I need to go back to this room again. That's what I need to do. And I am going to go, let's see, need to watch out for that bug. And I was hoping that I would get through this without needing a fairy, but it looks like I'm probably going to have to use a fairy anyway. But I think that I've really improved at this game, like, especially for this dungeon, because what I've been doing, I've decided, since I've got the download of the game on the Wii U now, I'm going to play the dungeon first, like on another save file. And yeah, I totally just died, but oh well. Anyway, I copied my save file on the one that I just started, and we want to move those blocks just like so we can get over here. But anyway, yes, I copied my save file, and I've been playing the other one on the other save file on my own so that way I can practice playing this game and I'll know exactly what to do when I film it. So when I make my videos, they'll be a lot smoother, hopefully, unless I seriously screw up somewhere along the line. But yeah, I feel a lot better about this game since I've been able to use the gamepad to play it. I know I've said this a bunch already, but I absolutely love the gamepad. I think that it really works wonders, and I also think that, let's see, we need to go back through here now, and I think we need to go one room over, and then we'll be back in the room that has the item that we need. Yay! But yeah, like, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I wonder why so many people hate the Wii U. I mean, I think the Wii U is really awesome myself. I think it's a big improvement from the Wii because I had so much trouble with the Wii controllers sometimes too. But anyway, boing! This is the hook shot. It extends and contracts, and boing, it can grapple many things. So we got the hook shot, guys, and this is probably the best item ever. And I mean, I'm sure, like, well, besides the bow and arrow, I always like to use the bow and arrow a lot because it's, you know, it's very handy when I don't want to get too close to enemies. But anyway, the hook shot, it allows you to get places where you couldn't go before, such as right here, where this locked door is. And you can also hit enemies and stuff with it too. But I mean, and yeah, I'm gonna have to kill those with my sword. I don't want to because they always electrocute me. And of course we want to drag the statue right here. But anyway, like, I think the reason why a lot of people hate the Wii U so much is because they didn't really have very many good games. Like, at least in other people's opinions. I think that has a few good games. I think I have 5 games for the Wii U, and all the other games that I play are Wii games or some of these old school games like well, this one's a Super Nintendo game. So, yeah. But I just like the functions of the gamepad and how it makes things easier because, especially when I'm watching Netflix, because I don't have to fool around with the Wiimote and, you know, point it at the screen when I'm trying to pick something to watch. And actually, at first, I didn't really like the changes that the Wii U had, because I wasn't really used to the gamepad, but when I got used to it, I realized it was much better. And I totally went in this room for nothing. I have no idea why I went down here. I just did, but there's hearts and there's rupees in there, so we get a little something out of it. That's all that matters. But we want to go to this room to the north, and we don't go in that doorway, okay? That's a big no-no. We want to go in this waterfall that's second to the right, and we want to go up here. And the reason being is because, well, shoot. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see if there's anything under these skulls. I mean, because obviously they're trying to trick us with all these false passageways and stuff. So there's really no point in trying to do that. Now we're almost on our way to the boss. I'm trying to get over here because I need to get the key. here's the key. So we got the key. Now I'm totally trapped here. I don't want to lose any more life. And I wonder if I can use my Balmos medallion to get rid of those guys. Because I don't think using any other weapon would really help. So wow, this is totally cool. I mean, I know it's probably unnecessary since those are just little dudes, but I did not want to lose any more life. Now I think I am going to go this way though, because there's a bunch of rupees and bombs and stuff in here. And possibly hearts, I don't know yet, but we'll see what's in here. There's a jelly dude we need to get rid of. Yeah, there's magic in here. I'm probably not going to be using any more magic though for this particular boss fight, because what you want to do, you want to use your hook shot. And here we are. We are right here at the boss's lair. Now get your hook shot out and go boing. That totally didn't sound right. Oh gosh. So anyway, this guy, he's very familiar. I'm pretty sure he shows up in another Zelda game somewhere. But anyway, you take your hook shot and grab a hold of these weird looking ball dudes. I don't even know what they are, but you grab them and kill them until all of them are gone. Now, but what you want to do though is get as far away as possible as you can from the eye, because he'll send these guys flying at you and it deals a lot of damage. I mean, this boss is pretty straightforward, I think, because I don't know. I think this is one of the easiest bosses in my opinion. You just have to make sure that you stay away from this guy when he's attacking. You know what I mean? And we only have a couple of these guys left before we actually have to face off with the boss. And see, sometimes I can't. Like when you get down to just a few of those little dudes, then it's harder to grapple a hold of them, because you know they might not be facing you. So there you go. But now that we've got rid of them, he is going to start running around all over the place. Just do a spin attack to attack him. That way you won't have to worry about which direction you're facing, and you'll be more likely to hit him and you'll be less likely to get hit. So there you go. Just hit him when he gets close to you. Now, I think you only need to hit, it only takes 4 hits, I think, to defeat this guy after you get rid of all those other little dudes. And just pick up your heart container and talk to the second maiden. Let's see what she has to say this time. Jade Panda, because of you I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you! The Triforce will grant the wishes of whoever touches it as long as that person lives. That is why it was hidden in the Golem Land. Only a select few know of its location, but at some point that knowledge was lost. The person... yeah, Gandorf the Evil Thief. So... well, remember that you have magical powers which only the hero can make most of. There are some other magical warping points like the one you saw on Death Mountain. By using them, you can go between the two worlds and find the evils hidden in the Dark World. You are the only one who can destroy Gandorf the Thief. No, Ganon, the evil king of darkness. So yeah, I totally rushed through that. But anyway, that is it for this episode, guys. And in the next episode, we will be going to the next dungeon. So I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.